Yeah, let's talk a little bit about fascination before we get started with the questions. You have the opportunity to use fascination to help you with so many things. Fascination empowers you in a way. It answers questions, let's say it that way, rather than empowers you. It answers questions that you've been asking. And isn't it amazing that the thing that you have as a baby, the thing that you have, puppies have it, kittens have it, little babies have it, pretty much everything before it sort of gets the life beat out of it by life being hard, has fascination, curiosity. They're intrigued by things very easily. This is part of your nature. You don't have to go look for this. You certainly don't have to climb 3,000 steps in the Himalaya mountains and prostrate yourself in front of a guy who hasn't had a bath in a long time. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is be yourself. The answer to the questions you're asking lies within you without you having to do anything other than be you. We think that's a pretty good system. Even if you didn't laugh at our joke. Y'all are like stiff tonight. We gotta work it out a little bit. Fascination. Fascination gives you the opportunity to be in the moment. All of your spiritual teachings that we hear about and see, be in the moment, be in the moment, be in the moment, as if you even know what that means. Nobody does. Nobody teaches you. And they all say it as if you should know what the hell they mean. You know, it's one of those things you kind of go, am I the only one who doesn't understand? Be in the moment. Just be in the moment. And you're like, but I've got like a family and a job and I don't feel good. And that keeps me from being in the moment. How do I be in the moment and be alive? How do I be in the moment and have a life? How do I be in the moment and be human? You guys aren't taught that. We'll teach you though. Fascination. What fascinates you in this moment forces you, when you're involved in it, forces you into the moment. Forces is a really weird word to pick. We don't even mean that word. It reveals, that's the word we like. It reveals the moment. When you're fascinated, you've all had it happen. All of a sudden time passes in a way that you're not aware. All of a sudden you're like, whoa, wait a second. An hour went by and I didn't even know it. You feel real and connected to yourself and to your life in a way that's new. You've had this experience already. We're just asking you to have it on purpose. When you don't feel connected to the moment, when you don't feel like you know what's going on, when you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself, what fascinates me? Another one we like is, what is true now? What is true now in this moment? Black pants, black boots, Sebastopol. It breaks that brain thing that says, think these other thoughts, be in these other fears, obsess in this way that you're accustomed to. And instead allows you to say, what is actually going on right now? And then your relationship to that thing that you discover, this little gizmo that works the camera. Wow, yeah, you know, we bet if we pushed this, we slid this, there'd be battery in there. And look, it's got a little light thing on the front. That's how it talks to the camera. And these buttons are soft, but kind of wiggly. Right? See, we can do it all day long. Now, you might say, well, you don't have bills to pay, and you don't have kids, and you don't have a job, and you don't have troubles. So it's easy for you to be fascinated by this. Agreed. However, you have it in you, because you had it in you since you were this big, to be as fascinated as we are. You've just gotten out of practice letting that be part of your nature. And we'll tell you that if you allowed yourself to be fascinated by this thing, you would come into the moment and be present to your body in a way that you're not accustomed to. And that coming into the moment and being present to your body would give you access to a break in the hamster wheel mind, a break in habit, a break in fears, and a way to get new in there, new thoughts. Because we could hand you this and say, what about this little thing fascinates you? And the whole time you could be going, but. And for 1 nanosecond you said, hang on a minute, what does that button even mean? That's kind of curious. The buts go away. Now maybe it only happens for this long, but you can teach yourself to let it happen for longer. Look for what fascinates you. This is so easy now because all these flowers are blooming And their nature, right? Nature is high vibrational and it attracts your attention automatically, and you can let yourself get lost in it a little bit. So nature is always a good place to find fascination. And the brilliance of fascination is it has the added benefit, not just bringing you into the moment, giving you a clue what being in the moment is, but it has the added benefit of allowing you to be magnetic to experiences that are similar to the fascination state, high vibrational. And you're magnetic in a way that draws these experiences to you. And you're creating the next moment from that place. Right? You create your own reality by your reaction to your experience. In this moment we're having together, the next moment is created out of this moment. It's easy to see when we're here together. We answer a question, then we go on to the next question. This moment led to that moment. But when you're doing your hamster wheel mind and you're thinking and obsessing and worrying and fretting and all that stuff, the next moment's created from that place too. That's why it continues. That's why it's a hamster wheel. Fascination stops the hamster wheel and gives you a chance to do something different with your thoughts. It's a doorway. Those are just 3 things that fascination gives you that you can think of just like that. We've said before, is it going to be fear or fascination? Is it going to be frustration or fascination? Is it going to be anything? Or fascination would be a way to say it. Allowing yourself to say, what is it that this moment offers that obsessive thoughts have not let me see? Obsessive thoughts are like a smoke screen. We call it static. It's a smoke generator. It's a smoke machine. And those obsessive thoughts, you can imagine one of those smoke things, those dry ice machines. You can just imagine it filling up this whole room. All the obsessive thoughts just make more and more and more and more. And when we get fascinated by something, whoo, look at the rug. It's blue, it's white. Look at that design. What is that? Is that a flower? Is that a bunny? What is that? Right? That kind of a thing. You can just imagine all of that smoke has to go away. That smoke only stays there when it's fed. It's the fire. You have to feed it to keep it going. When you change to fascination, everything gets quiet. And when everything gets quiet, you have the opportunity to have the aha. We call it insight from your soul. You don't have to believe in having a soul to use this. You just say, it's the aha. It's the new thought I haven't thought before. It's the new thought I haven't thought before. If nothing else, take it. Take it and run. You don't have to make it esoteric. It's the new thought I haven't thought before. I'll take it. When there's no smoke in the way, there's room for new thoughts. Fascination gives you that. So as we talk to you guys tonight and we do your questions, and you experience yourself experiencing our work and our energy and our answers, if you find yourself tempted to think obsessively, see if you can instead be fascinated, because that's going to open a door for us to do deeper work with you. And we like to say if thinking could have solved it, it would have solved it long ago, because you sure have thought about it enough. You wouldn't be here if you already had the answers to your questions. So when you come sit with us, don't come with the answers you've already thought of out in front of you as if it's some gift to us. Like, here are all the answers I ever thought of. This is why sometimes we'll interrupt you. We're not trying to be rude, but it's not a conversation. It's an energetic exploration. And energetic exploration doesn't require the traditional type of conversation. So if we interrupt you, don't take it personally. We're tracking like a bloodhound. We're on the scent of the energy that needs to be revealed to you. We're not here just to hear your static stories. That's therapy and other modalities. We don't do that. What we do, Veronica forgot to say, so we'll say it now, is we track the energetic situation that you're in. We get there by watching your energy change and move. If we touch you, we're watching your energy change and move as we touch you. Your stories are most likely going to just fill the room with smoke for us. And then that makes it literally harder for us to see. Okay? Got it? So, you come with your reason for coming. Don't come with the things you've already thought a million times that haven't solved it.